season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The offense changing the play. Johnson looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCoy. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Seminoles in the hurry-up. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll take it himself. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. Even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So
someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
you're the better team, you're playing at home, that's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get
For a short gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on the first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Gators are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Harvey. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll give it to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Jacobs. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Leaves it with the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Third down, red zone play, round the line. To the ground to try and pick up the first. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this third down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Using the quick game. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Touchdown, Gator! Fired in from the red zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get to the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looks as if we have... on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. Johnson looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out wide receiver in the split end position and see what he could do there, because this guy is a weapon.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle, it's McCoy.
And that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws, they're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
Dances away. Creates a little room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, man, that's impressive because I feel like this QB, he knew it, Reese. Like, he knew exactly where he needed to get to. He drops back, he wants to pass the football, but he's like, I got plenty of space to get the first down with a little extra, makes that decision, and gets the first down.
Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Motion from the back. The give to the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. And the Noles want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for them.
Take a negative play. Snags it over the middle. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be short. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Seminoles need to pick it up on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. And make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Might be changing the route. Johnson looking to throw. Got it! They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Under 5. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking 1st down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the...
Now it's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
Touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played twice back in 1996, the year Danny Werfel won the Heisman Trophy. So this game always means a lot.
Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Jacobs. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call, really nice execution.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Jacobs. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Gators and Noles.
The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Johnson looking to throw. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. He runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down. The Gators will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And this punt will be down just on the other side of midfield. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's go. Quick. Double. All right. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got a chance. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll keep it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Power football with the run. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. The Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Caught behind the line. It's Fletcher. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Gets the back moving. Grabs behind the line. It's Russell. Bills are facing 3rd and inches. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kane. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They just keep firing. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Noles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Johnson wants to throw it. Dumps it off in the flats. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That Seminole war chant is getting louder as Florida State has built a big lead.
The Seminoles have been able to seize the momentum here in the second half, and they are now running away with this thing. Big plays all over the field have the Noles now looking good.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to back and leaves it. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room. It's Ball. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Gators line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He might want another play. Off play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And it's home in at the 10. Defense makes a stop, and the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense.
Take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Livingston. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Johnson wants to throw it. He's got an open man. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fakes to grab. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Shows him the stiff arm. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Powers through the defender. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Hard in the backfield, it's Livingston. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He breaks a tackle. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He now has 61 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Johnson looking to throw. Touchdown, Florida! Fitted in the window for the score. Lining up to add another. There was not a window there. There was not a sliver of light. There was like the eye of a needle to zip that ball in, and somehow he got it in.
No doubt, defensively, you know it's coming. You know who he's going to, where he's going to. You're in great position, but that guy just makes a play. He makes the touchdown catch. What a throw, what a catch, what trust between QB and wide receiver.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll move the wide receiver. He'll pull it on the read. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I like getting these slant throws early and getting some completions because you're setting up the slant and go. Later in the game, the quarterback can pump the slant route and then hit him up the sideline for a big gain.
A run for the quarterback. And the Seminoles get the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to adjust the pattern. Johnson wants to throw it. It's on target and complete. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 4 wideouts set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's McCoy. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Seminoles are marching down the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. The Noles come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Calls his own number. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Miranda. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Iowa State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Cyclones all day with almost no let-up. They're up by 21 over Kansas State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the pass. A strike downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
At the 40-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jacob. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
And that's good enough for a first down.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Throws to the tight end. Big guy smells it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Gators! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. In the red area, it's Russell. Breaks the tackle. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll go to the ground. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. It was vitriolic, it was intense, and it went to the Seminoles as Florida State will dine on Gator after winning in this rivalry matchup. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.